we have the empty quarter.
All right, so the empty quarter consists of 8 different climatic regions. This is due to 2 main things: the Rocky Mountains going through the middle and the general vastness. You have 2 different types of landforms in the area. In the north, they are produced through water erosion, and in the south, they are produced through aeolian processes or wind erosion. You also have a lot of vegetation due to the vastness. In the south, you have some red, dry soil with small vegetation. In the middle, you have your evergreens and your aspens, which the area is known for. And in the north, you have your evergreens for as far as I can see. Weather has also been a major concern lately in the area. Flooding has been really big, most recently in Colorado for the States. And in Canada, in July, they had a flood in Alberta. Mainly Calgary was highly affected, but I can guarantee you the Canadians were happy that it happened in July because Scotiabank was able to be unflooded. In the U.S., people tend to live in the cities so that they are near the amenities that they need and that they want. In the area, they have fairly long distance to drive to a grocery store, as you can see in this map. But if they can drive to that grocery store, they can also get their McDonald's at the same time. In Canada, there has been a general in-migration to the area, surprisingly, except for one area in the Northwest Territories. This migration into the area has mainly been due to primary sector job growth in natural mining, and they are mainly moving to Yellowknife. In the U.S., people are also moving into the area, mainly Nevada and Arizona. The most famous migration to the area was definitely the Mormons in the late 1800s to escape persecution in the east, and they went to Salt Lake City with the building of the Transcontinental Railroad. So there has been a lot of diversity, but linguistically there's not a lot of diversity. You either drive in a roundabout or you don't have a term for that. Or you have drive-through liquor stores, but you really don't know what to call them, or you have no idea what in the world those things are.
Okay, key cities include Fairbanks, Alaska, which is actually named after an Indiana senator, Boise, Idaho, which has influences from the Oregon Trail, Las Vegas, Nevada, which was a railroad city, Salt Lake City, Utah, which has the Mormon influence, and then Denver, Colorado, which was discovered during the gold rush, and it's also considered our region's capital. Okay, and then in Alaska and Idaho, you see shorter buildings and not very many, where in Canada and Las Vegas, you see taller skyscrapers that cover a lot more land, and this is due to economic input, and people prefer to travel to the areas where there's like bigger buildings. Okay, and then these are homes of the region. In Alaska and Montana, you see more log homes because of the availability of resources and wanting to live like their ancestors. The white home is actually in Nevada, and it has a French influence. And then this home is in Calgary, Canada. It had the first telephone in Canada that was inside of a home, and it's actually more of a rich home. Oil is located in our region, and when you extract it from the ground, you obviously can't put it back in. So they have to dump them into these ponds, and they're called tailing ponds. They're actually highly toxic, and right now they don't have a solution of how to get rid of them or what else to do with the oil. Okay, and then this is Denver, Colorado. They have what's called Greenprint Denver, and they promote energy saving, air emissions, water, land, transportation, and waste. And they have this thing called B-Cycle, where you can rent bicycles and ride them around. And then this graph shows the growth of bicycle usage throughout the years. And then in Idaho, they have a lot of, they run up hydroelectric power. In 2011, they had the lowest average electricity prices in the United States. In 2011, they also ran off of 80% hydroelectric power, and they currently have 17 hydroelectric plants, and they're rich in renewable resources.
Health overall in our area, we're pretty healthy, especially Colorado. We have a big red flag in Nevada, and that's due to probably what we're thinking is because it's only 4th in the U.S. not covered by insurance by adults, and it's ranked 1st as children that are not covered by insurance. And then when it comes to employment-based healthcare, they're 37th. Controversies also in our area, some diverse opinions on marijuana and euthanization. Washington and California were one of the first to actually legalize marijuana. And it's because what we're thinking in this area, it's not as densely populated, it's easier to grow. They have a lot of farms and stuff that they're able to grow. Aspen, Colorado, one of the biggest tourist destinations that have improved economic growth in our regions. In our region, from all over, there's been employment, movement there. Obviously, employment in tourism and outdoor recreation is huge. We have a great destination region. Las Vegas, of course, and has events all the time. But we also have some famous festivals, Taste of Colorado, Cherry Blossom Festival. Shakespeare's huge. He's a hero in the West. Actually, we have a glacier in Alaska, a canyon in New Mexico, mountaintop in Nevada named after Shakespeare. Beer. If you are a beer lover, our region is the place to go. Breweries all in our area. We have obviously Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado. You like beer? This is where you need to be, and this is the map for you. So, brands, famous brands in our area: Starbucks, Nike, Apple. Albertsons is a grocery store. Taco John's, I guess, just found out recently. It's got great tacos. There's some in southern Indiana, in fact. Zappos is an online shoe company. Alaskan influences, or we wanted to talk about Alaska and Canada for a minute. We have Alaskan dog race, halibut, the Alaskan pipeline, Alaska in the U.S., the size comparison. But then also Canada has a huge influence with American culture. Coffee, obviously the difference, Tim Hortons. And thank you very much.